Hello everyone, this is Mr. Navratil here. So today we're going to be going over how to create the joint fixture, which is the second part in our OnShape series. So we're going to be taking a look at this drawing and determining what the sizes are to create it as a 3D model in OnShape. So we're going to go over and hit create in the top left here and document. Now this is called the joint fixture, so please make sure that you type in the name and then we'll hit OK. And just as before, we're going to come up with a blank workspace here in our 3D environment. Now, taking a look at this part, the quickest and most efficient way to create it would be to make almost the outer block of clay. And then what we're going to do is chip away at certain components so that we end up with something that looks like this. So to do that, we're going to want to figure out the overall length, the overall height, and the overall depth. So in this case, it is 4.5 inches long. It is 2.5 inches tall because we're going to add this, and it's going to be 1.5 inches deep. So we'll start with our sketch in the top left. We'll click on the front view here, and then we'll go ahead and change our view in the view cube so that we can see it straight on. We'll use the rectangle tool. Always start on the origin here. We'll come up and out. We'll use the dimension tool to create the length. So I'll click on the top, click up, and we're going to change that to 4.5 and hit enter. And then we'll click on the side, and this will be our height, so we're going to type in 2.5 and we'll hit enter. Now we're done here because we'd like to extrude, so just as before, we're going to hit the finish button here, this little green check mark, and we'll change it back to the 3D view so that we can see. Now we'd like to extrude, so we're going to click extrude and we're going to click on this rectangle, and the depth of this object is going to be 1.5. And we'll go ahead and hit the check mark. So there's our outermost block of clay. And like I said, we're going to want to chip away some of these other pieces. So we have these two kind of chamfers on the bottom, and we have this channel that goes through the top. So we could start with the channel on the top if we'd like. There's a couple different ways you could do this. You could sketch on the side and you could cut all the way through, or you could sketch on the top and you could cut down. We'll go ahead and just draw it on the top, and we're going to cut down. So we'll hit the sketch tool. We're going to draw on the top here, and then we'll change our view so that we can see. We're going to use the rectangle tool, and this time we're going to try and draw it connected to the left side here. We'll draw it over so it's connected to the right side, just like that. Now this might look almost correct, but we're going to make it perfect again with the dimension tool. So we'll hit dimension, and we'll click here, and the distance between there and here, and we'll come over to the side and make sure that that's 0.5. We're also going to do the same between here and here, and we'll make sure that that is indeed 0.5. Now because the entirety of this is 1.5 and we've told the program that this is 0.5 and this is 0.5, the only thing that this could possibly be left with is 0.5, so we don't have to bother dimensioning that. So we're all set. We're going to go ahead and hit the check mark. We'll go back to our 3D view, and we need to determine how far we're going to be cutting that down. Now we can tell in this view right here from the hidden line that the distance between here and the bottom of that channel is 0.75 of an inch. So we'll go back, we'll hit the extrude tool, we'll click on that channel, and then we will, instead of add, we'll click on remove, and we'll tell the program 0.75 of an inch. And we'll go ahead and hit the check mark. So there's the channel on the bottom. Now we just have these two chamfers that we have to create. So we'll go ahead and draw, we'll hit the sketch tool, and we'll draw on the front view of the object. We'll change our view so that we can see better. Now we simply just have to create two kind of perfect triangles down here. So we're going to use the line tool for this, and we're going to draw between here and here, and then we'll hit the escape tool because it's going to continue wanting to draw the same line, and we'll hit the line tool again, and we'll draw between here and here. Now these are very close to what we need, but not perfect. Again, we're going to use the dimension tool. We have to add in 4 dimensions actually. So the distance between the bottom here and the top of the triangle as we come out is going to be 0.75 of an inch. And the same goes for the side to this point of the line that we just drew at 0.75 of an inch. And we'll repeat the same on this side, 0.75, and then from the bottom to this point is going to be 0.75. Now those are perfectly set up, so we can hit our check mark. We can hit the 3D view. We'll take a look with our extrude tool if we can click on both of these triangles at the same time. And again, we don't want to add, we'd like to remove this material, so we're going to hit remove, and then we're going to change this to the entirety of the depth, which is the 1.5. and we'll hit OK. And then again, we can take a look at this with our free orbit tool using the right mouse button to make sure everything's correct. And that's how you create the joint fixture.